rake about this size that was holding the phone up. Just saying. Yeah, so it was my idea.
I mean, that's the redneck West Virginia way, my girl.
Okay, so let's talk about accountability here. I actually have a fun story for you guys. So I was a terrible freshman in college. Terrible. Like, I don't know how I didn't get kicked out. Okay, I never showed up for class, ever. I didn't do anything. And literally all I did was, like, sleep and hang out with my friends. Like, that was the gist of what I did as a freshman in college. Don't do that. I almost didn't graduate on time because of a mistake I made 4 years ago, okay? So I had this biology class, and I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with WVU's campus or not in Morgantown, but that's where I went. So, my dorm was, like, at the very bottom of a hill and across the street. Okay, so it was probably about a half a mile away from this classroom building. And I didn't feel like walking from my dorm, and it was up a hill that was like this. It was like a hike, okay? Like, my backpack would have sweat all over it. Like, it was disgusting. I just didn't feel like doing that the vast majority of the time. So I would say, oh, I'll study whatever's online, and I'll be fine. Like, if I don't go to class, I'll be fine. And I didn't go to class so often that I didn't know that when exams were. And I also didn't know that if you showed up to class, you got extra credit every single day. And those tests were hard, y'all. I would show up to class and they'd be like, there's an exam, and I'd be like, what? I haven't looked at anything. And I showed up to, like, the last week of class. I showed up, like, the first day. I showed up for the exams. I ended up finding out from a classmate when they were. And I showed up for, like, the last week of class. Can anybody guess at what grade I got in that class?
Yes.
Close. Very close. I got a D in the class, which technically was passing, but it really messed up my GPA. And most of the classes that I was in was like that. Okay? So my GPA was terrible. It was like 1 point away from me getting academic probation. And going back to the accountability portion, I am not joking when I was a terrible freshman. Like, a terrible freshman, not a great person at that point, like, just not good. I blamed it on the professor. I said, that professor just doesn't know what she's doing. She makes exams too hard, and this is college, not high school. She shouldn't be counting anything for attendance. Was I holding myself accountable? Nope. And because of that, I looked kind of dumb, didn't I? That's okay. So, yeah, but like, accountability, I mean, it goes a long way. Okay, not only will you get better grades in school, but you'll also have the respect of your professors, of your teachers, of your classmates, of your friends, of your family. Instead of, let's say, your parent or legal guardian, they get home from work and they have asked you to clean your room or do the dishes, do like one chore while they were gone. Okay? And then you literally haven't done anything the entire day, and they get home, and you're like, oh, I was just so tired, and I had other stuff going on. No, you didn't. I've been there. I know that excuse. I did not hold myself accountable. Now, your parent would probably, or your legal would look at them and go, "Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I forgot. I will get on that right now." That's holding yourself accountable. They would probably react to that a lot better if you held yourself accountable, right?
Amanda, I wanted to touch on that. That was a very great point about the accountability. I mean, guys, our accountability, like she said, goes a long way, but you may not see it now, but looking back, sometimes it does haunt you. It does. Because I have been through that process, and I'm like, okay, let's rearrange my life a little bit and try to, hold myself to it. My kids look at me, and I am their mentor. I am their support system, and I'm okay with that because I know that they need it, and whatever it may be, that's what they need. So accountability goes a long way. I wanted to touch when I first saw this video, and it jogged my memory again of attitude. Amanda, attitude goes a long way as well. Those two kind of go hand in hand. Accountability and attitude. Attitude, the way we react to our tone of voice. Remember, back to communication goes a long way there.